Good morning. Reconciling and affirming congregation that seeks to make connections and offer opportunities in faith, love, and service. Labor Day weekend marks the end in some ways of summer, and for us as a church also is the point at which we turn towards our full complement and program year. So starting next week, things really start to come back to life here in the church, both in the number of groups that we host here in our building throughout the week, to also just the ministries of the church. As our choir will begin rehearsing and resuming their schedule, we'll have ministries for young people restarting, a full complement of the meetings of our various administrative and mission teams. So please pray for all of us as we start back to this. And if you're feeling like when you pass by the church there are more cars in the lot than you recall through the summer, that's just one of those signs of how much activity is happening here at Christ Church. I hope that you've had an opportunity to review some of the announcements that have scrolled as we have gathered. While we did resume having communion with bread and cup and available to those to come forward to, we don't have bread and cup this morning, so the folks who usually attend to that aren't here. Who knows what is going on, but we do have our self-serve communion kit, so we can have that as our way of receiving communion this morning. So if you didn't grab one of these on your way in, maybe the ushers can make sure that they come around just so we all have these communion kits so we can participate when we get to that point in the service. And if you're joining us online, you want to have some juice and a cracker or some bread nearby so that you also can participate in the full liturgy this morning, which includes communion. I encourage you, as always, to look at our social media presence on YouTube, our website, our relaunched website. I know last week I said, hey, if you haven't seen it yet, you need to go to the website and check it out. I hope you had a chance to do that. If not, go to it. It really is our digital front door. It's a way in which we display ourselves to those at large. We've built it to be particularly guest-friendly, so it's intended for those who are really finding Christ Church for the first time. And I encourage feedback. So if you have feedback, our website's an ongoing developing thing. If there are mistakes that you notice or things that you think should be there that aren't there, please let me know so we can continue to build out that website. One thing that we do have going on that has a date associated with it, a deadline, is the walkway bricks, our celebration walkway, which is between our main entrance doors and the door to the office. Many of you walk that path to come into church in the morning, and you pass by names and things on there, and I'm sure can recall those people who were important in your life. Well, we try annually or semi-annually to gather those who wish to be remembered or have something that they want placed on those bricks to then, at one point in time, have them engraved. We're reaching that point. We have quite a few bricks that have been requested, and so we have October 1st so we can get those new bricks engraved. There are more of these forms. We ran out last week. I made more copies. They're in the back. There are some in the cafe as well that you can fill out. October 1st is this. If you have questions, I've sent folks to Tom, the head chair of our trustees back there, Tom Weaver, if you have questions on how to fill this out or questions about the walkway bricks. So we've had folks that have said, I want to request a brick, this is what I want on it, but I want the brick here, and they have a place in mind. I just redirect to Tom and say, that's above my pay grade. Tom is the person that can answer that question for you. But October 1st, so if you have been looking for these sheets, there are more of these now in the back. So grab one, make sure you have that in by October 1st. Let me share with you this thought of the day from Hans Urs von Balthasar. How's that for a mouthful, right? What you are is God's gift to you. What you become is your gift to God. Let me say that one more time. What you are is God's gift to you. What you become is your gift to God.
Good morning. If you feel able, will you stand and join me for the call to worship? For those times when we move in the shadow, unaware or unwilling to be aware of how our actions affect others, we come together in the light to find our joy in God. For those times when we deceive ourselves, not revealing to ourselves or others the true nature of our vulnerabilities and fears. We come together in the truth to find happiness and fellowship. For those times when life has been revealed and we have ignored or denied it.